Welcome to Colorado and the Mountain Rules video series. In this video, we will highlight sudden weather changes, driving etiquette, chain law requirements, including when, how, and where to use chains, how to best prepare yourself for Colorado winter travel, and more.
Hi, I'm Nate, a professional truck driver from Colorado. When traveling through our state, truckers like myself are likely to face many unique challenges. In this video, we'll dive deeper into winter driving and give you some tips on how to keep you and the traveling public safe on Colorado roads during the winter. So come on, let's hit the road.
Weather in Colorado can change within minutes. You can experience challenges such as avalanches, weather-related detours, blizzard conditions, rain, snow, sleet, ice, high winds, and blinding sun glares. Even traveling from one side of the Eisenhower-Johnson tunnels to the other, a distance of less than 2 miles, you may see the weather change from sunny to rainy, from no snow to whiteout conditions, and from no ice to slick roads. Be sure to follow the speed limit, stay in the right lane, slow down if necessary. Don't forget that black ice is a real danger in Colorado, especially in the mountains, where parts of the road stay in the shade for long periods of time. Plan your trip with a backup plan in mind for weather-related road closures and detours.
Hi there, I'm Colonel Matthew Packard, Chief of the Colorado State Patrol. Along with the Colorado Department of Transportation, our goal is to ensure your safety and the safety of those around you are the top of mind throughout your trip. We want to make sure you're prepared for steep grades, curves, and other motorists on the road who may be looking to enjoy the fresh powder on our popular ski slopes. The top things our state troopers see in serious injury and fatal crashes where the CMV operator is at fault include lane violations. The truck is not maintaining proper lane position, or it's driving over the outside or interior lines. This also includes unsafe passing. Distracted driving. Keep your focus while out on the road. Your surroundings can change very quickly. Exceeding a safe and legal speed. Speeding decreases your reaction time as well as the perception of hazards around you. Following too closely. This includes all vehicles, but we want to mention the importance of leaving plenty of space behind snowplows. Don't tailgate or pass the snowplows if they have their flashing lights on. Finally, I ask you to pay special attention and obey the move over law. In Colorado, you need to move over at least one lane from stationary first responders, law enforcement, and DOT vehicles, as well as your fellow truck drivers when they're installing chains. If you're unable to move over, you are required to slow down 20 miles per hour below the posted speed limit. Those who fail to slow down or move over commit the crime of careless driving, meaning they failed to yield right-of-way to a stationary vehicle, tow or maintenance vehicle, which can result in up to 90 days in jail and a fine of up to $300. Stay safe and keep others safe on Colorado roads, no matter the weather, no matter the road conditions. A special thanks to my fellow state troopers, emergency services, towing services, and safe drivers for paying attention to this important information. Thank you for helping out our travelers.
Chief Packard is right. It's important to follow the rules. If not, you'll fall subject to the fines, jail time, or worse, someone could get seriously hurt. We want to make sure that you stay safe and ensure that deliveries make it to their final destination. So let's talk about some ways to prepare yourself.
Carry your chains or approved alternative traction devices and know when, where, and how to put them on. Colorado's chain law is in effect from September 1st to May 31st. It requires that during this time period, all drivers must carry traction equipment or you will be fined. Within the mountain corridor on I-70, you must carry chains between Morrison, mile marker 259, and the Utah-Colorado state border. Additionally, These are the other must-carry mountain roads within Colorado. US 40 west of Empire, US 285 west of Morrison, Colorado State Highway 9 between Frisco and Fairplay, US 50 west of Salida, all of US 550 from the New Mexico border to Montrose, and US 160 west of Walsenburg. For more information, as well as maps of these locations, visit freight.colorado.gov. You must have your chains with you during this time on all of these highways, or you will be fined. On all Colorado roads, you will be required to put chains on your tires when the chain law is active. Watch for flashing lights and signage to know when the weather is getting bad. The chain-up requirements will be messaged out through the CDOT notification process, including variable message signs, traffic control devices, and the CDOT travel website. Be sure to sign up for updates on cotrip.org, as well as email and text notifications. Notifications will be specific by mile points and exit numbers when chains are required. If the law is active, stop at the first available chain-up station to put your chains on.
Remember, the chain law is designed to prevent avoidable crashes that can lead to serious injury or death, and reduce traffic slowdowns for you and fellow truck drivers when a crash happens. Please work with us to make sure we're doing our part to keep all drivers safe. Now that you've gotten some good information on Colorado's chain laws, I think it's probably a pretty good idea to give a brief refresher course on installing your chains. Today is as good a day as any. We've got some weather rolling in, so let's get it done.
Step 1. Remove your chains from the storage compartment and lay them out in front of your tires. Lay them out parallel to the tire and pull them straight, allowing for the tighteners to face toward the outside. Step 2. As you pull your chains over the tires, make sure you are taking out the slack and pulling the chains tight and neat so that you have enough slack at the bottom of your tires to get them hooked up. Straighten all of the cross chains, working from the top to the bottom of the tire. Step 3. Get in your truck and pull forward or back up, depending on the terrain, about 1/4 of a tire rotation. Step 4. Hook the horizontal chain links and do a final adjustment on your chain to make sure it's draped over the tire properly, since it may have shifted a bit when you moved your truck forward or back. Step 5. Get your cam tool and turn each of the tighteners clockwise. You may have to adjust the chains a bit during this process as you get towards the final tighteners. Step 6. Get your bungee cords and apply them to the chains. You may have other tire traction devices, like a double tire chain or an auto sock. Please make sure you are versed on the application of these devices if you have them. It's important to remember to wear your reflective safety gear, dress warm, and bring all of the proper clothing along with you on a mountain corridor route. Also, make sure you are always keeping an eye on the traffic when you are chaining up your truck. And remember, chain stations should not be used as waiting areas to wait out bad weather. Be sure to check maps.cotrip.org to know where the closest one is.
Okay, now that we have our chains on and we're ready to do some mountain driving, here's some gear we'd recommend and some other things to keep in mind so you're best prepared for your travels.
Always have necessary winter gear, and even a little extra. We recommend having a blanket, a few pairs of gloves, a large windshield scraper, warm winter boots, not steel-toed, reflective apparel, water and healthy snacks, and even an extra coat just in case. It could save your life. Expect road closures and have backup routes planned out in advance. Weather delays, closed rest stops, traffic accidents, and construction may impact your travel. Always follow detour signage and have alternative travel plans available. Make sure your brakes work and be mindful if you need to detour through streets where people live and work. Stay healthy. Monitor your exertion level, hydrate, and make sure you're getting enough sleep. Remember that you, and only you, are in control of keeping yourself and those around you safe. A new law passed in 2024 requires truckers to avoid the farthest left lane for any reason other than to safely pass another vehicle traveling under the posted speed limit. These are the following locations around Colorado where this law is now in effect: Glenwood Springs, Dow Junction, across Vail Pass, approaching and through the Eisenhower Tunnel, over Georgetown Hill, and over Floyd Hill. We've covered a lot of ground, and we want this video to be a useful tool. Follow the QR code to see a variety of websites and apps available, including resources from our partners at Colorado State Patrol and the Colorado Motor Carriers Association to help you prepare for your next drive through our state.
While there are plenty of challenges when you travel through Colorado in the winter months, a solid trip plan with backup options is the best way to have a safe and comfortable drive. Thank you to the Colorado Department of Transportation, Colorado State Patrol, and Colorado Motor Carriers Association for keeping truck drivers safe through Colorado and for your contribution to this video. That's all for now. Keep an eye out for our next helpful video, and maybe we'll see you out on the road. Stay warm, but more importantly, slow, steady, and safe for the long haul.
This overview video is in a series from the Mountain Rules campaign. The Mountain Rules will continue to deliver educational videos to keep truckers and the traveling public safe on all Colorado roads.